Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game two of this three-game series between the Yankees and Mariners in Seattle. And leading off for the visiting New York Yankees, playing shortstop is Jeter. Batting second, playing second is Randolph. Batting third, playing left field is Judge. Batting fourth, playing center field is Mantle. Batting fifth, playing right field is Maris. Batting sixth, playing first base is Martinez. Batting seventh and doing the catching is Munson. Batting eighth and playing third base is Nettles. Batting ninth and doing the pitching is the Gator, Ron Guidry. And for the Seattle Mariners, the home team leading off playing right field is Suzuki. Batting second, playing left is Bradley. Batting third, playing shortstop is Rodriguez. Batting fourth, playing third base is Martinez. Batting fifth, playing second base is Boone. Batting sixth, playing center field is Griffey. Batting seventh and playing first base is Sexton. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Vale. And on the mound, batting ninth is Iwuchiwa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's give it one more college try here. IWAKUME. And let's get down to the game and get this thing started. You got Derek Jeter to lead it off. Jeter batting .273 with a homer and 3 RBIs. IWAKUME, this is his second appearance. He's 1-0 with a 3 ERA. Take a look here at the Yankees, and they're leading the American League East by 2 games over the Blue Jays. Jeter's batting .273. Judge is off, batting .222. Mickey's off to a very slow start, batting .083. And Roger Maris is batting .200, but he has 3 homers and 7 RBIs. Willie Randolph's batting $1.82. And Guidry making his second start with a 1.12 ERA. Terry with a 2.25. And Pettit 2.57 along with Stoudemire. And look at Whitey with that 1.8. So the starting pitching's getting the job done here for the Yankees. And now we got Jeter to lead it off, batting .273, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Griffey in center field for out number 1. And here's Willie Randolph, like I say, off to a slow start, batting .182. He's got a homer and 2 RBIs, and that's going to be a base on balls, and the Yankees will take it and get the runner on with the big boys coming up. You got Aaron Judge batting .222 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty 15. And that is going to be a infield hit. Judge gets aboard here. And the Yankees all of a sudden making some noise. First and second, nobody out. As we say, mix up, and he is struggling, folks. We know he won't keep this up, but he needs to start hitting. He is 1 for 12, and the only hit he has is a homer and 2 RBIs. He's batting .083, and that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound, and that's going to be the old 1-6-3 double play. So Mick grounds into the double play. The runner will get down the third, but now there's 2 outs, and poor Mick needs to start hitting, folks. And that was that ended the inning. Forgot. That was a ground ball double play ending the inning. And Yankees nothing. And the Mariners coming to bat. Suzuki 167, no homers and no RBIs. And like I say, the Gator is 1-0. His second appearance of the year with a 1.12 ERA. And for the Mariners, they are a half a game behind the Rangers. Ichiro's off to a slow start, batting $1.67. Alex Rodriguez batting .269 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Griffey Jr. batting $1.82. He does have 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Martinez batting $1.79 and Bradley batting $2.73. And this is IWAKUME's second appearance, and his ERA is at 3. And Felix is 5.73. Jamie Moyer with a 1.29. And Matt Young with a 4.50. And Scholler with a 6.35 ERA. And now the pitch from the Gator to Ichiro. And that's going to be against the lefty of 20. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field for out number 1. Mick makes the catch. And Bradley's up now. And Phil is batting .273. No homers and 2 RBI. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Roger makes the catch for out number 2. And now you got Rodriguez up. And Alex batting .269, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator gets his first strikeout of the game. To the top of the second we go. No score. You got Maris, Martinez, and Munson. All the M's due up here. Roger batting .200 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And IWAKUME strikes him out. That is his first strikeout victim. That brings up Martinez. And he is batting .308 with 2 homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. He turns on it. He's aboard here with a 1-out single. And that brings up Mr. Munson. And Thurman batting .091. He's 1 for 11 with no homers and no RBIs. Not anymore. Let's see what that is against the righty. 16, and that's going to be a single in the right field. And Martinez will stop at second. So back-to-back singles. And the Yankees making some noise again here. Now you got Greg Nettles up. And Nettles, he is 0 for 9, looking for his first hit of the year, folks. And that's not going to happen. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. They'll get the runner out at second, unable to turn 2. So now you got first and third. And the Gator up. Can the Gator come through and help his own cause here, folks? And GUIDRY's 0 for 3 on the year. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes out. And the Yankees strand 2 more. Into the bottom of the second we go. And you've got Martinez, Boone, and Griffey due up here against the Gator. And Edgar is batting .176 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a 39, a rare play on a 13 and a 39. And that's going to be hit on a 23. It's going to be hit back to the Gator. And a 56 and a 2. 56 and a 2, and that's going to be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a single. Gator can't get it. That'll be hit in the center field right back up the middle. And Martinez is on now with nobody out. First base hit of the game for Seattle. And up to the plate now is Brett Boone. Yankees hoping to turn 2 here. And Boone off to a great start, folks. Batting .545 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And 43 and an 8 should be fielding column 1, and it is. And that's going to be a S batter. Nope, he's not an S batter. So they get the runner down at second. Willie does. That'll be a 4-6 put out. Now Boone's down at first. And 1 out. And now you got Griffey up batting .182. He has 2 homers and 5 RBIs as David joins us here. Here's the pitch to Ken Griffey Jr., and that ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? That is the question. And that ball kiss it goodbye. Ken Griffey Jr. with a 2-run homer gives the Mariners a 2-0 lead here. That brings up Richie Sexton. And Richie batting .333 with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Mick makes a nice catch for out number 2, rather. And Dave Vail comes up. And Vail's looking for his first base hit of the year. He's 0 for 11. And that's going to be 0 for 12, as that's a swing and a miss. But the 2-run homer by Griffey gives the Mariners a 2-0 lead. We go to the top of the third in the top of the order due up here for the Yanks. Jeter, Randolph, and Judge. Derrick's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls, and the Yankees will take it. That brings a tying run to the plate. And Willie's going to do a little hit and run, try to get something started here. He walked back in the first. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll be out number 1. And that brings up Aaron Judge. And the Judge got a single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Aaron. And that ball is well hit. Aaron Judge, he's starting to light up the sky here. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Suzuki's got a hell of an arm out there. And let's see if the Yankees are going to test it. Jeter's got great speed. It'll be a 42. And I hope they're going to keep Jeter at third with 1 out. And hopefully Mick can actually do something. Mick is struggling, folks. See if Mick can deliver here. They're going to trust in Mick. Mick is 0 for 1 today, grounded into a 1-6-3 double play. Like I say, he's 1 for 13, but that one hit was a homer. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 44, 45, and a 9 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be out at first, and the runners are going to advance. So we got the ground ball down the second. 4-3 put out. So Mick does get an RBI, puts a runner down at third with 1 out here. 2 outs now. And it's up to Roger here to try to tie this game up or give the Yanks the lead. Oh, sounds good, buddy. Sounds good, David. So, looking forward to that coming out Monday. And Maris, he's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. And not this time. That ball is high. That ball is far. And that ball is going in Roger Maris with his 4th home run of the year. And his 8th and 9th RBI gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead. Just like that. It's 3-2 New York. You can't waste a pitch on these guys. And here comes one of the hottest hitting hitters on the Yankees, Martinez. He's 1 for 1. He's got his average up to 357, folks. And that's going to be against the righty. 13 and a 8. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Griffey makes the catch for out number 3. But the 2-run homer and the RBI by Mick puts the Yankees on top. Oh, cool, buddy. Thank you. Just got the message. Appreciate it. Yep. Alrighty. And now IWAKUME is due up to lead it off, and then there will be Suzuki and Bradley. And he is 0 for 2. Now let's see what the Gator can do with a 3-2 lead here. and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and the Gators' third strikeout of the game. And Ichiro comes up. He's 0 for 1 today. He flew out to Mick his first time up. And not this time. That's going to be a spun around. He hits that ball down the right field. Maris gets over, keeps him to a single. So now there's 1 on, 1 out, and the tying run down at first. Go ahead and run at the plate. And Bradley is 0 for 1. He flew out to Rogers first time up. See Seattle's schedule. They got one more game here at home against the Yankees. Then they go on the road to take on the Red Sox for 3, and then they go to Cleveland. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 24 and an 11, and that's going to be a single in the center field. And even with Mick's arm, I think Ichiro is going to make it down to third. So let's see here, a single, and that'll be a 11, 40, maybe not. And they're going to test the Mick's arm. They are going to test Mickey's arm. A 45 or lower, he makes it down the third. Let's see if Mick can throw him out here, folks. And he does. Look at that 66. He'd have thrown out anybody. Mick throws him out trying for third. And that'll end it. That won't end the inning, but that'll be 2 outs now. We're down at first. Nice job by Mick. Mick is not on my watch. Now you got Bradley down at first. 2 outs. And a go-ahead run at the plate in Rodriguez. And Alex is 0 for 1. He struck out against the Gator. And not this time, folks. That's going to be a blast in the right field. And let's see if Bradley can score, or can Roger throw him out. 36, 18. And he's got to get a 66 or a 65 to throw him out. Can they get another one? And a 62. That's a close play, but he's in there safely. So an RBI double by Rodriguez. And that ties this ball game up. And now you got a runner down at second and 2 outs in a 3-3 ball game. And Edgar Martinez is at the plate, and he's singled back in the second, 1 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field, and that'll end the inning. But the Mariners score 1, and thanks to Mick, only 1, and it's 3-3. So we go to the top of the 4th, and talking about the Yankees will have Munson, Nettles, and GUIDRY. So see what they can do here. Now that the game's tied, Munson's 1 for 1 today. And he's going to fly out the right field. Suzuki makes the catch for out number 1. Mr. Nettles, can he finally get a base hit here, folks? He grounded into a fielder's choice, 0 for 10 on the year. And nope, that's going to be a comebacker. And he'll fire over to first, and now there's 2 outs. And here comes the Gator. Can the Gator get something going here? He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss, and the Gator just goes down swinging. Yankees 1, 2, 3 in the 4th. To the bottom of the 4th we go, and a 3-3 tie. Boone, Griffey, and Sexton. And Brett's 0 for 1. He did reach on a fielder's choice and came around the score. And that's going to be a 12. And 12, that'll be a 9. And that's going to be a single in the left field. Brett Boone gets aboard here. So a leadoff single by Boone, and now Griffey's up. Can the Gator get out of this with nobody scoring? And Griffey hit a 2-run homer back in the 2nd to give the Mariners the lead. And he's done it again, folks. I don't know about a homer, but that ball is blasted. And that ball is going to be hit out to the left field. And he's going to run for a while, I believe. Let's look. 29. And nope, I was lying. A 29. Yeah, 29 and a 4. And that's going to be a Single. He beats out an infield hit. Not a triple. At -6, the Gator keeps it in the infield. Now you got first and second and nobody out. And Richie up here. And the Gator in a heap of trouble. In a 3-3 ball game. Richie's 0 for 1. He flew out to Mick his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator needed that. That's his 5th strikeout of the game. And now you got Vail up. A ground ball could get him out of this mess. Dave struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the lefty at 21. And that's going to be a pop up down the short. Jeter makes the catch for out number 2. And can the Gator get out of this mess with nobody scoring? IWAKUME's up now. He's 0 for 1. Gator struck him out back in the 3rd. And he does it again. And the Gator, first 2 guys get aboard, but he pitches around it. It's still a 3-3 tie. We go to the top of the 5th with the top of the lineup due up here. See the Yankees 5-0, scored 26 runs, 12 homers, 1 stolen base. Seattle's 3-3, 22 runs, 7 homers, and 2 stolen bases. And Derek's 0 for 1. He did walk in the 3rd and came around to score. And here's the pitch to Derek. And that ball is well hit. Jeter, he's starting to hit the ball in the last 2 games here in Seattle. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. And Jeter's got himself a leadoff double. Go ahead, running scoring position. And up to the plate's Willie Randolph. Randolph's 0 for 1. He walked and flew out in the game. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Bradley makes the catch for out number 1. And here comes Aaron Judge. And the way Mick is batting, you got to walk Aaron. You got to force the Mick to beat you. They're going to intentionally walk Aaron, set up the double play, and make Mick beat you. Unheard of to think you would pitch around somebody to pitch to Mickey Mantle. Mickey's 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice. Once did drive in a run back in the 3rd. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Can Mick take advantage of this 2-0 pitch, folks? And he walks the hard way on 2 dice rolls in Apba. So Mick is now at first. Jeter down at 3rd. Judge at 2nd. And Maris at the plate. Everywhere you look, there's a Yankee. Bases loaded. 1 out in a 3-3 game. And can Roger, he's already deposited 1 in the right field seats. He's 1 for 2. Can he do it again? A base hit here gets him the lead. Here's the pitch to Roger. And kiss it goodbye, folks. Roger Maris is all that in a bag of chips. A grand slam home run. Roger Maris is the man today. It is now 7-3. How about that? And that might be it. They're getting somebody up in a hurry. And Arthur Rhodes is getting up. Got the lefty Martinez due up. Sure. And all of a sudden, what was a close game is now 7-3. Roger Maris said that was a curveball that he didn't curve. And now you got Tito up. He's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bradley for out number 2. And now you got Munson up. And Thurman's 1 for 2. Singled and flew out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Griffey. But the grand slam by Roger makes it 7-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order due up here. Ichiro, Bradley, and Rodriguez. And Suzuki 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 3rd. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out. That's number 7 for the Gator. And Bradley comes to the plate now. And Phillip is 1 for 2. Singled and came around to score in the 3rd. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Roger makes the catch. And there's quickly 2 down here. Here comes Alex Rodriguez. And Alex, he's 1 for 2 with a RBI double in the game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and the Gator strikes him out. And we go to the top of the 6th. It's a 7-3 ball game. And are they going to let him pitch? That is the question. You got the lefties coming up here. Nettles, Gator. Then you got the righties coming up after that. I like to save Rhodes for when Mick gets up, is what I like to do. So they're going to get Schuler up in the bullpen if they need anybody. They like to save Rhodes for the big boys, the Mantle, the Maris, and the Martinez. So Schuler gets up. Greg Nettles, followed by the Gator and then Jeter. Nettles is 0 for 2. He is grounded out twice. Still looking for that first hit, folks. And he walks him. Can you believe that? A guy 0 for 11 in Milwaukee. And now the Gator's up, and he's going to try to bunt him down the second. Gator's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. See if he can lay down a nice bunt here. And that's going to be a foul ball. And that'll be strike 2. So here's the 0-2 pitch, keeping the bunt sign on. And that's going to be bunted down to third. Martinez is up with it, has only placed a first with Richie covering. And that'll get the runner over to second with 1 out. And Derek Jeter, who's having a fine game, comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He has scored both times. He has doubled and walked. Here's the pitch to Derek. He's been setting the table. And that's going to be a base on balls. And now you got Willie Boy up. And that's going to be it for IWAKUME. And Schuler is going to come in the game. So that's it for him. So he can't get out of this 6th inning. So old Schuler, Mike Schuler, is going to come out of the bullpen. Pitch to Randolph and Judge. And Arthur Rhodes may have to come out and pitch. They got him getting warmed now. So that is it. And where's old Schuler at? Can't afford to give up any more runs. Already down by 4. And Willie Randolph's up now, first and second, 1 out. And this is Schuler's 3rd appearance, no record, with a 6.35 ERA. Willie's 0 for 2. He did walk back in the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. A 33 should be fielding 1 on a 9. And it is. That was an 18, right? 53 up an 18. And that's going to be a nice play by Jeter out at first. And Jeter's not an S. So, yep, only play will be the first. Rodriguez knocks that ball down, makes a nice play. But now it'll be second and third. And 2 down. And again, I say it again, but they're going to do it again. They are going to intentionally walk Judge for the 2nd time. I feel the bases are going to be full, and they're going to dare Mickey Mantle to do something here, folks. Until Mick can prove them wrong, and why not? Mick is 0 for 2. He has walked. He did ground out the second and drive in a run, but Mick, again, is 1 for 14. They're going to make Mick beat him. And here's the pitch to Mickey. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. They fall behind on the Mick. Can he get it done here? Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he finally comes through, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. Let's see how far this one goes. Mick against the righty will be an 18. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And the Mick, getting tired of this, no respect, treating him like Roger Dangerfield. And with 2 outs, Judge should score from first, but we'll make sure here. That'll be a, let's see here. If he pulls left, and he's batting from the, he'll be a pull right because he's batting lefty here. So yeah, will be hit in the right field. It'll be a 68 minus a 38. Yep. So Judge is going to score with no throw, a 3 RBI double for the Mick. And it is 10-3 good, buddy. Yeah, exactly, David. I'm glad to see him finally come through. Maybe he'll break out of this slump now. Disrespecting the Mick, intentionally walking Judge twice in a game. And now here's the man of the hour, Roger Maris. 2 for 3 with 6 RBIs in the game. 2 homers. Can he get number 3? Mick down at second. And do we bring Arthur Rhodes in or not? I don't think we're going to fool with Arthur Rhodes. Schuler's going to pitch a few innings here. Rhodes might come in later, but down 10-3. We're not acting like this game's all that in a bag of chips. That's going to be a ground ball down the first. Richie's got it, tosses it over to Schuler, and that'll end the inning. But the 3-run double by Mano makes it 10-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and the Gators got a 7-run lead now to play with. He's got Martinez, Boone, and Griffey. Martinez is 1 for 2. He singled and struck out. And that's going to be another strikeout. Gator up to 9 strikeouts in the game, folks. And now you got Boone up. And Brett's 1 for 2. He's grounded into a force play, came around the score and singled. He's been on base twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roger for out number 2. And Gators pitching like he's got a 7-run lead here in the 6th. Ken Griffey, he's homered against the Gator. He is 2 for 2. He's homered and singled, a 2-run homer. And that's going to be a rare play, 40 on a 63. And that's going to be a foul ball. Nope, that's just going to be a swing and a miss. So here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be swings at strike 3. And the Gator with his 10th strikeout of the game. To the top of the 7th we go. Martinez, Munson, and Nettles due up here. Martinez is 1 for 3, single back in the 2nd. And that's going to be a pop up down the 2nd. That'll be out number 1. And Munson's up now. And Thurman's 1 for 3. He singled back in the 2nd. And he does more than that. That ball is high. That ball is far. Thurman Munson getting in on the home run. His first homer of the year and first RBI. The captain. Maybe the end of them boys. Man, Munson's going to start hitting here. Now you got Greg Nettles up. He's 0 for 2. Be nice to see Greg get his first hit. He's walked and came around the score on the 6th inning with mixed 3-run double. And that's going to be a pop-up down the 2nd. Boone makes another catch. So now we've gotten 2 pop-ups and a homer. So they're just getting under the ball. And the Gator's going to come out here and bat with a 8-run lead. He's 0 for 2. He did have a sacrifice bunt back in the 6th. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bradley. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 1 on the Munson homer. We go to the 7th inning stretch, an 11-3 ball game. Bottom 3rd of the order due up Sexton, Vale, and a pitch hitter for Schuler. And Richie's 0 for 2, flown out and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball out in front of the plate. And Munson should jump all over that, a 54 and an 8. Might be a swing and a miss. Yeah, it's going to be a swing and a miss. The ball hits the ground, but Munson throws down the first and gets him for out number 1. And Vale comes to the plate. And Dave's 0 for 2, and he is 0 for 13 on the year, folks. And that's not going to get it done. That's a fly ball out to Roger. And Dave L is struggling, to say the least. And that's now 2 down, and that's it for Schuler. And Arthur Rhodes will come in the game. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here against the Gator. Most of the righties are in the game. And a former Yankee. Why not bring out a former Yankee to hit against the Gator? Jay Buhner is going to come off the bench, folks. Former Yankee. And there's Jay. And Jay is batting .500. He's 1 for 2 on the year. Here's the pitch to Buhner. And guess what? That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Jay Buhner with a homer against the Gator. And he makes it a 11-4 ball game. Jay Buhner crushed that one, folks. A pitch hit homer. Give me 1 second here, folks. A buddy of mine's asking me about Alrighty, we're back now. And the top of the order is now here, and it's Suzuki. He's 1 for 3 against the Gator. 2 outs, nobody on after the Buhner homer. And that's going to be against the 20. That's going to be a fly ball out to Judge. Now to end the inning, but Jay Buhner makes this 11-4 ball game. And we go to the top of the 8th. See what helps you. Alrighty, now we'll have Arthur Rhodes come in the game. The pitch. And I'm not going to say it. I am going to say it and try to keep this a 7-run ball game, folks. Try to keep it a 7-run ball game. Had to say it. Couldn't resist. So Arthur Rhodes will come in. And he'll be facing the top of the order here. He's got Jeter, Randolph, and Judge. And this is Arthur's 3rd appearance. No record with no ERA. Jeter 1 for 2 with 2 walks. He scored all 3 times he's been on base. Here's the pitch to Derek. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. A 53 and a 2. Let's see what that is. That's going to be fielding column 2. And that's going to be an error on Arthur Rhodes. And Jeter is setting the table today, folks. He's been on base 3 out of the 4 times. Sorry, 4 out of the 5 times. So Jeter's on base again. And Willie Boy's up. Willie's still struggling. He's 0 for 3. He did walk back in the first. See if Willie can get something going here. And he does. Randolph squares this one up, folks. And Arthur Rhodes may not keep this a 7-run game. That's going to be a double in the right field. Jeter is going to stop at third with Ichiro's arm out there and nobody out, and the big boys coming up. And since Mick doubled and drove in 3, they are not going to walk Judge this time. They're going to play back look for an out. They just want this game to end. Aaron is a perfect 2 for 2 with 2 walks. He's got a double and a single. He's drove in nobody, but he scored 3 times. Here's the pitch to Judge. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Aaron strikes out. And here comes Mick with 1 out, second and third. Mick's 1 for 3 with 4 RBIs on the day, folks. Can Mick do something again here, folks? And he does. Let's see where this ball ends up at, against the lefty at 20. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Mick's on fire, jokingly. 2 for 2 today. 2 for what? 2 for 4. I'm joking that he's on fire. Okay, so that's going to be hit in the an 8. That'll be a 20. Make sure this is right. Yep, that's going to be hit in the right field. There's only 1 out, 46. And again, Ichiro's got a cannon out there. 46 minus a 38 plus an 18. 26. You know what? They're going to send Willie. Try to get Mick 2 RBIs here. So that's going to be a 52 or lower. They're going to test Ichiro's arm. 52 or lower, Willie scores on the single. And he gets thrown out. Ichiro guns him out at the plate. But 1 run scores. Mick's down at first. And it's a 12-4 ball game. 2 outs now. And Roger Maris, who's having one hell of a game. He's 2 for 4 with 2 homers. And Willie was supposed to get thrown out at home. Redo this. Willie's supposed to get thrown out at home. Single in the right field. Runner on first should get thrown out. Runner on second. That's what I did. I did it again. That's why. Delete. He wasn't at first. He was at second. And now I'll get thrown out. And now you got Mickey at first. And Roger at the plate. And Roger, like I say, is 2 for 4 with 2 homers. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ichiro. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees tack on another. To the bottom of the 8th we go. In a 12-4 ball game. And you got Bradley, Rodriguez, and Martinez due up. And let's see here. 4-run ball game. GUIDRY's due up 4th. So we'll let him pitch this inning. If he gets in any trouble, we may do a double switch. So Bradley's up. And Phil's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a 9 against a 22. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Willie. He fires over to first for out number 1. And now you got Alex up. And Alex is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. And that's going to be against the lefty. 21, and that'll be a fly ball out to right field for out number 2. And Edgar Martinez comes up. And he's 1 for 3 today. He singled and struck out twice against him. And he's going to strike out for the hat trick, the Gator, with his 12th strikeout of the game. And we'll go to the top of the 9th in a 12-4 ball game. Martinez, Munson, and Nettles due up here. And Tito's 1 for 4 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Martinez. Martinez to Martinez. And Edgar wins this battle and throws him out. Here comes Thurman Munson. Munson broke out of his slump. He's 2 for 4 with a homer today, folks. Got that batting average up to 200 on the season. Can he get over the Mendoza line? Nope. He's going to be just a tad under. That's a ground ball down to Rodriguez. Over to Richie for out number 2. And you got Nettles up. He's 0 for 3. He has walked, came around the score in the 6th. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Boone. So Nettles still looking for that first hit. And that is the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 12 to 4. And that's going to be it for GUIDRY. I want to take the Gator out. And who are we going to bring in here? Who we got up? Got a righty, a lefty, and a righty. I don't think we're going to bring in Louie, the lefty. I think we'll bring a righty in.
Benenses
is going to come in here and just do some mop-up work against these righties. And this is his second appearance of the year. He's got 1 save and no ERA. He'll have Boone, Griffey, and Sexton due up. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a 8. That's going to be a pop up down the short. Jeter makes the catch for out number 1. What the world? Trying to get the pop up to short. And now you got Griffey up. And Ken Griffey's having a good game. 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, though. He strikes him out. And let's see. And that's going to be, we're going to pitch hit here for Richie. And Alvin, he'll come off the bench. Alvin Davis come off the bench and pitch hit for Richie. See if he can get something going here. Down by 8. And Alvin is batting .091, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that's your ball game, folks. And the Yankees take it to the Mariners today. 12-4, good buddy. They're at the box score. Not every game can be close, that's for sure. And this one sure wasn't. Let's see here. Maris drives in 6 runs. He hits a grand slam. And GUIDRY with 12 strikeouts in the game. And 21 batters. He struck out 12 of them. The Gator with a nice job here. The Yankees 12 hits, 12 runs on 11 hits. How about that for production? More runs than hits, no errors. The Mariners 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. You had Judge, Mano, Maris, all with 2 hits today. Yankees 4 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Maris and Munson with homers. Roger with 2. He's leading the American League now with 5 homers. And how about Mick? Mick had 7 RBIs, 5 RBIs in the game. Roger had 6. How about the M&M boys? Driving in 11 out of the 12 runs. That's what the Yankees are paying them for. The M&M boys showed up today. Only left 5 men on base, the Yankees did. And the only Mariner with the multi-hit game was Griffey with his homer. And Jay Buhner coming off the bench homered. And look at that, Seattle had a few opportunities against Gator, but he was 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, stranded all 3 of them. The Gator goes to 2-0, 8 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, struck out 12, did give up 2 homers. Bentoness comes in 1 inning, strikes out 2. Irochi walk 1-1, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 9 runs. 6 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 2 homers. And Schuler and Rhodes didn't do much better. Schuler 1 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and a homer. And Rhodes 2 innings, 2 hits, an unearned run, struck out 1. Take a look here at the leaderboard and the standings. And the Yankees are now 2.5 games up on the Blue Jays. And the Orioles are 3 games back, Boston 3.5, and the Devil Rays 4. And in the Central, you got the Tigers a half a game up on Cleveland. KC's a game back. Minnesota and the Chicago White Sox are a game and a half back. And now the Rangers are a full game up on Seattle. A's are a game and a half back, and the Angels 2 games back. Jim Thome no longer has he's got the batting lead. He's batting .533, but Roger has taken over the home run lead and the RBI league. Look at that, 13 RBIs, 5 homers for Roger. That was a fun game, wasn't it, David? Well, nice to see the M&M boys connecting. And now ERA leader still at 0, but now you got the first 2-game winner. The Gators 2-0, and JJ with his 3 saves for the Mariners. He can't get an opportunity against these Yankees to get number 4. And now you got Roger Maris leading in the MVP voting, and the Gator is leading in the Cy Young. So you got 2 Yankees leading in the categories of MVP and Cy Young. And the next game on the channel will be game number 3 of this series. Take a look here. On the 8th, it's going to be Mel Stoudemire going up against Moyer. Jamie Moyer against Mel Stoudemire. See what happens in that game. Can Seattle squeak out a win here at home? I want to thank David for stopping by today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, folks. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.